bastard. I'm gonna burn. All right.
With the stick.
Should be on that. Oh. Knock it down, yeah. There you go. Sweet. All right, let's get the shot. Oh, you'd be facing the wrong direction, boy. This table's too close.
So just pull it back a little.
Back the table up just a touch. Like front foot is right there. That should be good.
We're in both shots.
Yeah. We're actually better that way. Look. See the way the light is actually coming out of there?
Yeah.
It's actually lighting everything much better.
I like that better.
Yeah.
No, turn it.
There you go.
Yeah, and then we'll.
Oh, but that's silly the way it's. You know what you should do?
Wait. No.
Front facing camera this, because then this way it's not backwards. Yeah. Watch. This is gonna be better. Here we go. Change yours. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
It's a lot better.
Yes. Front facing camera. You're gonna have to tilt yours.
You know what?
Beer was just sacrificed. I'm starting the Facebook Live.
You need a full beer.
Facebook Live is up. YouTube's up. YouTube is up. Oh wow, there's 58 people on YouTube already. Yo, we're not even ready yet, and you're here. I love you.
Yo, can you just move your head?
Oh
quick?
yeah.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's perfect.
Instagram, we're going live.
Instagram's going live now.
Checking connection.
YouTube's rocking. Facebook is online. Am I in the group or am I in my thing? Hold on, I might not even be in the right thing. Hold on. I think I went on my personal instead of the. Oh, this is the speaker's still on. Speaker of the house. Oh no, I was on the right thing. Whoopsie. Fireside Chat II. Done. Start.
You know what? Put that light back on.
What light?
The light over there.
Come on. Yeah. No. Turn that down. It looks silly. Yeah. No, it's better that way.
You can't really see it on the.
No, you can see it. You'll be able to see. No. You gotta wait for that to do it. Yeah, that one. Yes. This way. Yeah.
All right, we're up on everything.
Yeah, we're up on everything. Let's see. Hold on. I got Facebook going. I got to fix the Facebook angle though. The angle's a little. Whoa! That one almost went in the fire. Yeah, that almost went in the fire.
Dropped his phone.
Woo!
Relatively close to the fire.
It almost went in. That was almost the grand finale before. The fat lady almost started singing. Rosie O'Donnell was warming up. I have to tell
Clearly,
you.
we're working out the kinks here.
Yeah. All right, that works. The Facebook works. The YouTube
All right, hit it.
works. The Instagram looks to be working. I need a backup claw. Come on. Why would you give me two of the same flavor? Oh, my hands are really letting me down here. I keep getting the worst flavors out of this thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the neighbor's dog. Good dog. They're going cash.
Well, that's going to get old really quick.
Don't worry about it. It's all good. Don't worry about the dogs. All right.
That fence ain't high enough.
So, good evening. He's like, leave those domestic terrorists alone. Anyway, another Fireside Chat.
Welcome to the live, everybody.
The live stream, loud majority, Fireside Chat. The The setup right now is absolutely ridiculous. You have a laptop here with the YouTube, cell phone being held up by some sort of intricate thing that I got for reasons unknown, but it's coming through. And then, believe it or not,
If you're watching this on Instagram right now,
you are being propped up by a Miller Lite.
clearly we are running a bare bones budget here.
Yes.
So if anybody needs anything, make sure you check out officialloudmajority.com. We got new stuff up right now. We got the new "My Governor is an Idiot" flag that you guys can proudly stick on the back of your trucks to let everybody on the LIE and the Southern State and the Northern State know that your governor is an idiot.
Idiot. You know that already. So if you feel like Cuomo's an idiot, and did you see that he wants to reopen?
Yeah, what an asshole. Yeah, here's the best part, right?
He wants to reopen.
There are no vaccines in Suffolk County. Now, I'm not getting the damn thing anyway. But the fact of the matter is, there's 1.2 million people here, and there was 2,500 vaccines.
And then he flushed them down the toilet because apparently some of them weren't being distributed properly, and they sat in the freezer for 2 weeks, and he flushed them. So this guy wants to talk about all these things of how his leadership. I mean, Florida hasn't flushed any vaccines. Because Ron DeSantis is 10,000 times the governor Andrew Cuomo is, and he's a guy I'd love to watch run for president.
I'm about to drop my mother to Pensacola. We go meet Matt Gaetz, my pick for president.
Yeah, we're killing it right now. I'm just gonna double check, make sure these streams are going. Yeah, we got it. We're doing pretty good. Yes, yeah, we got
excellent.
70, 80. So it's a pretty darn good number across all those.
If you're new to the party, everybody, if you just joined, we want to say hello. I'm Kevin. This is Sean.
I know, because Instagram went a little crazy today, and that's because thank you to New York for Trump, because they took the video of our person. I didn't realize this. I saw that video circulating for a little bit with the F Biden sign, the flag.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know either, but I didn't realize until Heather made that posting, our people were spotted, and I'm like, oh yeah, it's not a Biden fan. And then I realized he was wearing a Stay Loud hoodie, and I said, oh my God. Hero.
If you are that guy, please contact us in some way.
Yeah, we want because this is what's happening right now. We gained like 250 followers on Instagram. So for those of you who just are new to the Instagram, what's up? We do these from time to time. We're starting to do fireside chats, and we got some other cool things on the horizon. Getting ready right around the bend. MeWe, MeWe.com/join/LILM. It's a free speech platform for now. We're rocking pretty good over there.
Apparently, Parler got a new host.
Parler did get a new host, Epic.
Epic. What's it called? Epic something.
Well, Epic. Here's what they're called. Epic. Epic.com. They are domains, and what's really cool is they also host Gab. So good on them being good capitalists and cornering the market, I guess.
Cornering the market. Yeah.
They're smart. Hey, by the way,
look, if I had $2 or $3 billion laying around, I'd probably go buy a bunch of servers and build up Parler too.
Right now, this is something I was talking about. I'll let you guys. It's something I don't have any information. But if and when the day comes that Epic becomes a publicly traded company, buy. Because they're going to host all. Because if you think about AWS,
the problem is that IPO is going to go up at about $150 a share.
Yeah, but listen, it's going to watch, because if you talk about the other prominent conservatives that are in the country, Candace Owens, Trump, Charlie Kirk, think about them, all of them, these guys, Brandon Tatum, the Hodge twins, and how many of them may be hosted on AWS that may be getting the boot real soon, that may be looking for a home.
I know Shapiro hosts on AWS.
There you go. He may be looking for a home. And he may have to go to Epic because Epic's hosting all the conservative stuff.
I want to find the company that builds the servers. That's what I'm buying.
That's it. Well, Epic.
You don't buy the guy hammering the nail. You buy the nail.
Yeah, but Epic is the one hosting. Well, they don't build the servers. But if I was think about Epic's going to get so much cash up front to buy more, to host more once this goes through. So hopefully Parler's up and running soon. And if it is, then we're looking at being back on there too, because we were really starting to grow crazy on Parler. There was a lot of traffic starting to join in, and they took it right from underneath us, kind of like when we got shut down the first time. But we're here. We're good. It was a week ago that we did our first Fireside Chat, the week before DC, which a lot of people were looking for comments on.
If you guys are wondering why we've been so quiet, frankly, I think we both agree that we need to turn the goddamn temperature down in this country.
Yeah, because this fire's a little hot.
This fire's a little hot, and there's a fire brewing across the country right now. And frankly, I don't think it does. Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
I don't think it does anybody any good to Look, a lot of people are getting scared. A lot of people are getting wild right now. Nobody knows what's going on. The fact of the matter is, I think everybody needs to just take a break. We felt we had to take a little break after DC. Let the tempers cool. But we're not going anywhere.
No, so, that's the bottom line. I mean, we're not going anywhere. We're not, stopping what we have
things planned for the future.
Yeah.
Just we think that, it would be in everyone's best interest.
See, now this light thinks it's a motion light. This light has never been a motion light before. Now all of a sudden, it's a motion light. I guess because we got the Ring doorbell now, and it wants to be like the Ring, I guess.
Yeah.
You have never been a motion light. Now all of a sudden you're a motion light. I could leave you on. You'd be on for days.
But look, like I said, people have been wondering why we haven't been posting, why we haven't had things going on, and
I just want to point out.
That's why.
I'm sorry, but I just want to point out that I got into an argument with a light. So, but really, seriously, because now you're going to sit there and screw this whole thing up. I'm gonna work on an alternative lighting source.
Wait. The best part about having a two-person show is when one of them walks off the set. So, like I said, we haven't really been approving posts on a lot of the sites because we don't really know what's going on. There's a lot of misinformation out there. A lot of stuff. Let's be honest. Everyone who's saying anything right now is all speculation. So. Right now we are hanging out. What the hell you got there?
These are like these little portable glow sticks that I got from Costco. Watch this though. Look at this. We shine them like this. This is so ghetto. This is so redneck.
Salty would be so proud of us right now. Jesus Christ.
Is that bright?
I mean, it's not bright, but whatever.
Did it help the shot or no?
Yeah, it helps the shot.
See that?
I look a little blue right now.
I'm blue. If I was green, I would die. That's some words. That's better, though.
It's a lot better.
Yeah, look at that. Come on. It's just a little bit during the headlights.
Yeah, whatever.
But at least this motion light, which now, see, look, now it's staying on now. You notice? Once I fix it, now the motion light's going to be spiteful motion light, and it's going to stay on. But this is good. Look at these good lights. What a great, I just sometimes I'm amazed.
Yeah, we all are.
Come on, don't give me that look while I'm drinking. So, basically, yeah,
we're running 3 live streams off a beer can and a table that costs $6 at Target.
And $9.95 glow stick packs from Costco. But we're doing well. Look, that's what Look, this is what you got to do. What you got to do to take everything else away.
You're on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. We got to build up that subscriber base.
Yep. So, yeah, when it comes to DC, too, I mean, I think we've been pretty clear about it, but we in no way condone political violence. It's never been who we are. It's not who we're going to be.
None of us had any intention of ever entering that building.
And none of us did enter that building.
None of us entered that building. The fact of the matter is there's a big difference between an unruly protest that gets a little loud, gets a little raucous, and whatever the hell that was.
Right.
The fact of the matter is, I can't say enough how saddened I was to see our capital destroyed in many ways. And I get it. I get why people did it. People are pushed to the edge. But the fact of the matter is we are better than they are. We're better than they are. No, keep that on.
No, look.
Look. We are better than Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, keep that on.
We are better than Antifa.
Trial and error.
And what we did, I think it's going to do more harm than I think it's going to do more harm in the long term than good. But that's just me.
It is going to. Obviously, it's already doing more harm. They're trying to designate MAGA rallies as domestic terrorist activity. So,
luckily, they can't designate anti-Cuomo rallies.
Right. Well, that's the bottom line. You know what? If they want to designate MAGA rallies as domestic terrorist activity,
clearly, Amazon Web Services.
I'm just telling you,
controls your goddamn light.
This motion light. I mean, it's a light. It's not a light. It's motion. It's not motion. I don't understand what's happening. But yeah, I think this light is literally swing and a miss. He just tried to shoot the beer can into the garbage can, and this dude's laying more bricks. We're gonna call him the Mason. That's this guy, the Mason, the builder. It's Bob the Builder, laying bricks down. We're gonna build a house with all those bricks. But really, when it comes to DC, when it comes to what happened after DC, Dan Bongino said it. A lot of people said it. It's like the Patriot Act all over again when you think about it. The Patriot Act. What was the Patriot Act? after 9/11, George W. Bush and his administration thought it necessary to give the government the ability to spy on foreign terrorists and foreign, threats to national security, which was eventually expanded to any foreign threats that were domestically connected, which led to the FISA courts, which led to what we saw in 2016 with the Trump campaign. I'm burning, which basically led to the surveillance state. The Patriot Act led to the surveillance state, and now what we're watching happen after DC, and it's really sad, is because I don't remember seeing this. I don't remember after Ferguson. I don't remember after Baltimore. I don't remember after George Floyd. I don't remember after Eric Garner. I don't remember after, I said Baltimore, just Freddie Gray. I don't remember after Jacob Blake. I don't remember after Ahmaud Arbery. I don't remember after all these names. And by the way, Breonna Taylor, see, I do remember their names, right? So you don't want to tell me to say their names. I said them all. It was that one guy outside of the one at the Wendy's. That wasn't Jacob Blake. What was that guy's name? The one they shot in the back as he grabbed the cop's taser? The drunk guy? The drunk guy in Atlanta.
Yeah. Well, don't reach.
Bottom line is,
don't reach for a cop's gun and we'll remember your name.
But the bottom line is, okay. After all of those and the riots that
Kamala Harris helped fund,
right? The riots that came after all of those events. I don't remember Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. All of these different tech companies censoring left-wing voices because they were inciting violence. When, by the way, headlines on the Washington Post, Newsweek, BuzzFeed, GQ were saying, hey, here's why violence works. I mean, literally saying violence works. And these outlets were not deplatformed, censored. They weren't shadow banned. They didn't have their followers stripped away.
You guys have all seen the clips. The fact of the matter is, guys like Chris Cuomo, who went to Yale Law School,
comes on there and says, since when does a protest have to be peaceful?
And saying that violent protest is what's changed things in this country.
Which is completely false. Completely false. I mean, when you look at the nonviolent action, Martin Luther King, the nonviolent action, Susan B. Anthony, and all these things to pass civil rights, right? These are all nonviolent actions that worked. The fact that he's going to come out here and say, well, tell me where it says a protest has to be peaceful. It's the First Amendment. We've been down this road.
It was really funny, though, because Don Lemon corrected Chris Cuomo live on television.
Which is great.
Because, see, I watch CNN, so you guys don't have to. Literally, Chris Cuomo goes, well, there are limits to free speech. You can't yell fire in a crowded theater. And Don Lemon goes, that's not true. You absolutely can yell fire in a crowded theater.
Right.
By the way, if anyone tells you you can't yell fire in a crowded theater, just inform them that they are in fact morons. There are numerous instances in which one can yell fire in a crowded theater.
Exactly.
Most obviously, if there's a fire.
Look, if you see one of these in a movie theater, feel free to tell people there's a fire.
Yes,
because this is not supposed to be in a movie theater.
You can yell fire in a crowded theater. You can yell bomb on an airplane. You can do all that crap.
Correct.
The fact of the matter, as long as nobody moves,
right?
nothing happens. So Chris Cuomo, I cannot believe I'm about to say this. Don Lemon is smarter than Chris Cuomo.
I can believe you're saying that.
No, I really don't like that
I
man.
know I don't like him either. Don Lemon.
I have a
Don Lemon.
I have a burning vitriol for Don Lemon.
For Don Lemon. See, I
just want to meet him and just go, Don. You know why people hate you? It's not racism. It's not homophobia.
Right.
It's because you're an asshole.
And you're an idiot.
You're just an asshole. You're just a genuine dickhead.
Oh, I would love to see that happen, Don Lemon.
Oh, well,
terrible. But where
maybe
was
this time next year I'll get the chance.
Yes. But where was the censorship after George Floyd? Where was the censorship where was the censorship of left-wing, violent left-wingers after Steve Scalise got shot? Okay, by a Bernie supporter, an ardent Bernie supporter, and Bernie came out afterwards. I condemn the violence, blah, blah, blah. But neither here nor there. Good for Bernie for doing that. It took Democrats, put it this way, it took Democrats months to come out and denounce any of the BLM and Antifa protests over the summer. Months. It took Donald Trump an hour to say, go home.
And most of them haven't yet.
And he said, go home. And Twitter said, that's inciting violence. You can't say that. So wait a second. So calls for peace, which, by the way, you want to listen to the Donald Trump, the transcript, the whole speech, which we were present for, right? Which we were there. Everyone was there. You could hear it. You could read the transcript of his speech. We want to patriotically and peacefully, or he said peacefully and patriotically, have our voices heard at the U.S. Capitol. peacefully and patriotically.
And right now they're voting on a resolution to push Mike Pence to invoke the 25th Amendment, which, by the way, is not for, I don't like this president.
It's for mentally unfit, or if you're incapacitated and you're sick.
It was put in place under Woodrow Wilson after he had a stroke, and his wife ran the country for like 6 months. So, it's absolute nonsense.
Well, they're trying to use impeachment because they don't like him either. So they're doing impeachment. They're doing the 25th Amendment. They're not going to be able to get through this stuff until right after, until the day, he's leaving. And by the way, I just want to put this out there. I don't want to sound like people are going to say, you're giving up. Donald Trump had a speech today down at the wall when he talked about the 25th Amendment is going to be a nightmare for Biden and his administration. Okay, so I know he didn't say the words "I concede," but it's time to kind of take a step back.
It's time to guys, look, whether it was stolen, whether it wasn't, whether this happened, whether that happened, you need to understand this is how the other half of the country felt
4 years
ago, that the world was coming to an end. Here's what's going to happen: Joe Biden's going to be inaugurated on the 20th, and on the 21st, your alarm clock's going to go off. And you're going to go to your shitty job and be just as miserable as you were on the 19th.
Exactly, and that's what we've been saying too. When conservatives lose elections, we don't riot, but we did. When conservatives lose elections, we get over it, but we're not, right? We get up, we go to work. Look, I'm not saying we lost this election fairly. I don't think we did.
But the fact of the matter is that guess what?
But it's out of our hands.
The Rams against the Saints 2 years ago.
Right.
The ref blew the call, and guess what? The Saints didn't go to the Super Bowl.
The Rams did, and they scored 6 points.
Yeah, that's what happened, The Rams shouldn't have went to the Super Bowl because the ref blew the call. The ball went through Buckner's legs. And the fact of the matter is, there's a lot of people out there that are fucking insane. Someone like, I'm sorry, I love all of you. I love everything that you're doing. But if you're out there listening to Lynn Wood right now.
Stop listening to Lynn Wood.
Lynn Wood is famous for getting an innocent man off. That's it. He's fucking batshit crazy.
Don't listen to Lynn Wood. I'm sorry. I love this whole community. I love the spirit of what everything's that everyone's talking about. 1776, fight for our country. I love all of that, but you have to understand something. When this guy has been talking about, well, we have this tape, we have that. I haven't seen a damn thing from Lynn Wood. So it's time to take these people who are talking. Another one. Look, I know people who know her, but Anna Kate on Twitter has been doing these TikToks for weeks. The clock is still ticking. The second hand has gone around and around and around. Lots of TikToks, and nothing's in our hands. There's no tangible. Oh, you're not going to believe what's coming. I'm not going to believe what's coming because I don't believe in nothing. Right? There's nothing there. I'm sorry. I mean, it's time now to understand what we're going to go through for the next 2 years. I was talking to somebody on Sunday at the main event. That was Sunday. And how the country goes through peaks and valleys, right? Peaks and valleys. And right now, we're going into a valley, and we're descending into a valley that we haven't hit the bottom yet. We haven't. We're just at the beginning of that descent, and we're getting ready
to go down into that valley. I can see people writing paragraphs on the YouTube right now, and I'm sure we're pissing a lot of people off. But the fact of the matter is you can either be a realist or you can literally stress yourself out for the next 8 days. Have your blood pressure at 230. The fact of the matter is, it is what it is.
We're not happy about it.
I'm not happy. Believe me. You think we did all this because we wanted Joe Biden to be president because we were looking forward to it? The fact of the matter is that, look, we are fighting a losing battle at the moment.
Right.
Between the media, between social media, the censorship.
And our own party. And that's what I want to talk about. Because if there's anybody to be upset with, if you truly believe that the election was fraudulent, but despite what the media wants to tell you, there is evidence to suggest you're correct. The people to be upset with are not the Democrats. The people to be upset with, it is in a way the media, okay?
We knew the media was against us the whole time.
But you knew the media, exactly. The people to be upset with is your own party. They're the ones who laid down Mitch McConnell. They're the ones who decided not to push hard. Those people in Georgia, Brad Raffensperger and Brian Kemp, the folks in Pennsylvania, they tried their best. The people to get upset with is the Republican Party who rode the coattails of Donald Trump. I'm telling you right now, They rode the coattails of Donald Trump. They got elected, and then the minute they got elected, they turned their back on him, and that was their plan from the very beginning. Once they found out that he was so popular, 96% approval rating in the Republican Party, right? They're going to ride his coattails, and they let this happen. And they didn't fight once they got the result. These are rhinos. These are the people who were declaring. Now, I want you to understand this. It's open season politically. And when I say politically, that means politically. That means ideologically, not physically.
This podcast will be the home of rhino hunters.
Rhino hunters.
All over the Northeast and all over the Eastern Seaboard.
We're going to find them.
We're going to find them, and we are going to vote them out in 22.
And it's as simple as this. Did you object to the fraud? Oh, you didn't? I need to hear a really good reason why. I need to hear, and the reason why better be because my people told me not to.
Yep. Because
that's what you're there to do. If you're representing the people, and I can tell you something, Andrew Garbarino, I don't think, I spent, let's be honest, and this might rub another couple people the wrong way, especially if members of the Long Island Republican Party are watching, and I'm sure they are.
They don't like us anyway.
But listen, okay, we spent more time with Andrew Garbarino's constituents over the fall and summer than Andrew Garbarino did, and that's a shame. Because we're not running for Congress, okay? We weren't running for office. We were trying to help. We spent more time with his constituents than he spent with his constituents. I know his people better than he knows his people. Kevin knows his people better than he knows his people. And I know, and we both know that his people here in Suffolk County and in Eastern Nassau wanted to see him stand up against this fraud and didn't. And that's a problem. That's a problem. We sent him into
he
office.
Rolled over.
You know, if he didn't have the support of the people that came to our rallies, he would have lost that election. He turned his back on them, and that's disgusting. Lee Zeldin did not. I'll give Zeldin credit. He objected, and he even objected after the stuff happened at the Capitol, which takes guts. Guys got guts.
Yep.
Guys got guts. Didn't object to all the states, but he did object to Arizona. He objected to the ones he felt was necessary to object to. And I give him credit.
He at least put up a fight. The fact of the matter is we were fighting a losing battle to begin with, but there are some people out there, a lot of people out there, who are done. We're done. This is the beginning of the Tea Party movement in 2010, where we voted out all the crony capitalists, all the fake Republicans, and we put in true heroes like Mike Lee and Ted Cruz, and it's followed through.
Josh Hawley.
Josh Hawley
is a guy you got to watch.
Guys like Jim Jordan and Matt Gaetz down in Florida. I'm a big fan. Me and Sean are going to go back and forth on DeSantis and Gaetz for the next 4 years.
Look. I tell you right now.
I'll take them both. But
DeSantis, give me DeSantis and Jim Jordan. Florida, Ohio. That's the path to the White House all the time.
I'm going to make my 24 prediction now. Gaetz at the top of the ticket.
Top of the ticket, Gaetz?
Daniel Cameron.
Oh, yes.
Attorney General from Kentucky.
I love him. As the VP?
As the VP.
But I don't know if that helps him, though, having him in Kentucky. Just because he's from Kentucky.
There's another reason.
Well, I know that the other reason. What I'm saying is it doesn't help being from Kentucky.
Yes, but it also does reach out to the urban
communities. It does. Well, yeah, especially Louisville, too.
Louisville. Not even Louisville. That takes a lot of swing states out of play. Because if you can win the minor urban cities, Chicago.
Well, will they? Because John James still lost Michigan. And you would think he would have had some outreach into Detroit over Gary Peters. Although there was a lot of questionable stuff that happened in Michigan, too.
Yeah, that was being run by Gretchen Whitmer, who might as well be...
She's the lady version of Andrew Cuomo, if Andrew Cuomo wasn't already a lady.
She might as well be stealing Dorothy's
that
little
song
dog.
Aerosmith wrote, Dude Looks Like a Lady, is about Andrew Cuomo.
With his nipple rings.
Yeah, with his nipple rings. Oh, someone said, who said it to me? Was it last night? What was it? What were we last night? Were we in there last night? Yeah, we were, yeah. Someone said we should get Andrew Cuomo loud majority nipple rings as a housewarming gift.
I am not putting the name of my company on those nipples.
Why?
Because they're on his nipples.
But wouldn't it be funny if he wore them?
It's like getting Chris Cuomo.
Because then we could drag him out by that and be like, it's us. It's like,
you know what? We'll just get them heavily magnetized, and we'll stand outside with one of those Acme magnets.
And we'll just peel them into it.
Like the fucking coyote.
Oh, my God. Roadrunner and coyote. Cuomo now decides it's appropriate to open the economy.
What a piece of shit.
Right? As the cases that we heard for the last couple of months, Cases are going up, and now he's like, you know what? The vaccine, we can't wait. We have to open. Really? Isn't that what we've been saying? Isn't that what the president's been saying? What happened to following the science? What happened to following the doctors? Where is Anthony Fauci?
Yeah, where is King?
Where this guy went.
Where is King Fauci?
I don't know where Anthony Fauci went. I can't figure this out for the life of me.
Well, he's like 5'3", so maybe he's hiding behind the fucking.
Wear the mask. Gotta wear the mask. Yeah.
Anthony Fauci's the only guy with a more raspy voice than me.
Oh God. And by the way, I wear this, which is somebody gave this to me at the rallies, the Constitution thing.
Yeah, it's because the wind's blowing that way, and I won't stop smoking.
No, I'm just saying, if I wear this, it doesn't keep me safe, right? I'm not safe. I smell everything, and I feel everything. Well,
next week we're gonna switch seats. I feel bad. The wind's blowing this way.
Whatever. The wind is gonna be the wind. The wind will be blowing the other way next week. Guaranteed. Mm-hmm. Book it. And now we're switching seats now. This is musical chairs. Now, I know what it is. It's the lights bothering him. That's what it is.
No, I just want to be better lit.
Get better lit. I'm
better backlit.
Oh. Is that the case?
This guy set up the light to make himself look better.
I didn't. I set the light. I want to turn that light off. It's a motion light. Now apparently it's staying on. Sometimes it's a motion light. Sometimes it's not. I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna look at some of these comments over here. The only way we lose is let them convince us we lost. Trump will be out on the 20th, but a new party is born. Exactly. We can't quit. We need to fight harder than ever. Don't let them scare you. I plan to work in the polls in 22 if we even still have some semblance of elections. Yeah, by the way, a lot of viewership on YouTube tonight, which was really nice. So if anybody who's watching on the YouTube, do me a favor, just hit that subscribe button and hit the like button because that'll actually help. Thank you very much. You guys do that. Okay. I'm going to take a look at some of the other streams too and to see how everybody's doing. Facebook, wow, we're up to a good number on Facebook here, and Instagram we're doing well. Wow, we got some good viewership tonight, man.
Look,
really
we just
good.
want to thank you guys for coming out. We know things have been quiet, things have been scary. The fact of the matter is that I think everybody just needs to hold their breath a little bit, take a step back, maybe watch a little less news.
I haven't turned on the media since the election. I told everybody after the election, turn it off. It's not good for you. Not just because it's information you don't want to hear, but a lot of it's information that is just not real. I turned it off. I haven't watched it. I haven't even watched Tucker. I love Tucker. And
let's just be very clear, okay? We know people in multiple states all over the country. This complete and utter bullshit about 50 state armed. Oh, yeah, we gotta talk about that. About 50 state armed fucking protests at the Capitol. It is complete and utter bullshit. First off, half the states in this country, you can't even open carry outside.
So you'll get arrested and you lose your guns.
You would be arrested. Take New York, for example. You can't just walk up to the Capitol with an AR-15. Like, you can't do that.
Yeah.
It's complete and utter bullshit. Whatever sort of trolls are putting that shit out there, the media's eating that shit up with a fucking ladle.
Yeah, they're saying, bullshit. Look, they're planning on doing it again, and they're doing it with weapons this time. If you're watching this, if you have the ability to share this with anybody in other states, I don't care if you share the whole video or if you screen record the next 90 seconds. Please, if you see anything about armed protests from January 16th, 17th, 18th, whatever it is, do not go. It's not even that it's a trap. There could have been MAGA people who put that out there thinking it's a great idea to show up with guns. It's not, okay? Not after what we just saw in D.C., all right? Because let's be honest, what happened in D.C., I'll tell you from just looking at how it went down, some of the people that, and again, this is another theory, another thing I want to address. Guys, most of the people that went into that building were Trump supporters, okay?
This bullshit that it was Antifa.
Not all of them.
Black Lives.
Not all of them.
We know there was one guy who was Antifa.
Sure, he's been after us.
His name's John Sullivan. He's a piece of shit. His brother's a piece of shit. They're putting out this fake fucking documentary about brothers on opposite sides of the political spectrum. He's a piece of shit, this guy. His whole family's a piece of shit. The fact of the matter is, he was in there. Confirmed, I think he might have been the only one.
Confirmed, yeah. I mean, look. There were videos and whatnot of folks in black clad riot gear beating down the things, and they got taken back by Trump supporters, and they look like folks that may have been with Antifa. I'm going to just say this right now. We are, look, as human beings, okay, Trump supporters, human beings, we're imperfect by nature. So in a group of 3 million, 2 million, 1 million, however many were there, okay, which, by the way, we haven't gotten a head count yet. And I think the reason why we haven't gotten a head count is for what we're about to explain right now. The couple of hundred, maybe 1,000 that got inside that building is such a small number in comparison to how many people were there. They don't want to go through those numbers. They don't want to diminish the narrative. They want you to believe that all of us are domestic terrorists and that we're all violent people and all this garbage, right? So when you think about it, yes, our movement is largely peaceful. It has been for quite some time. The stuff that we've done on Long Island is largely peaceful. It has been for quite some time. It always will be as long as we're doing it. Our biggest thing is do not engage, right? Smile and wave. I saw a lot of people saying smile and wave. That's the thing. You want to smile and wave, right? Trump supporters in general across the country, it goes for every group of people, are not perfect. So you're going to have folks that come into these rallies that can get worked up and that may lose control. It happens, okay? I'm not saying that it's right, but I am saying that 100% of the people that went in were not Antifa, just like 100% of the people that went in were not Trump supporters. And was it a couple of Antifa that infiltrated the group and got everybody riled up? Very possible, not likely. I heard that there were relay systems that were set up, and people have called me and confirmed this, of people from different areas of the Capitol grounds relaying folks, get to the Capitol. There were people up the scaffold, push forward. Who are these people? I have no idea. Were they Trump supporters? Are we used to seeing our people riot? No, but that was a riot. And let's just be completely clear about this, right? Political violence in no way, shape, or form is ever okay.
Ever okay.
We don't advocate for this stuff. It's never what our group has ever been about. Remember, class, dignity, pride. How many times have we said it? Going into Greenport, going into New York City, going into Montauk, going into Albany, going into any of these areas where we were expecting to see. And which, by the way, before every rally, we said the same thing. If you see counter protesters, leave them alone.
We are not them.
We're not them. We're not irrational. We're not violent. We're not out of our minds. Okay. Now, getting back to the armed protests and everything like that, whoever it is that thinks it's a good idea to put that, if they're one of us, they need to stop. And if they're not one of us and our people are seeing these things, don't go. Do not go. There are several states on the list, all 50 states, 20 of them, 25 of them, possibly. You can't open carry. If you show up to the Capitol with weapons like this, you're going to be arrested. You're going to lose your guns.
Eric Shaw, I just want to let you know, I'm not going to tell you how I know this. What you just said about the ones who knocked down the barricades were Antifa and the Trump supporters went in after. I just want you to know that is absolutely false information. That is simply not true. I'm not going to tell you how we know that. I'm just telling you it is simply not true.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing.
I'm waiting for more comments to come in. Let's see what we got. See what we got over here on Facebook. What do we got? What about the staged photos inside and the police at the barricade? Nope. How many more people we got here?
Listen, I'll tell you this. I'll tell you about the look. Some of the Capitol Police where they were letting people in and just kind of, I think some of that was just the ins themselves realizing that if they did take a stand at that point in time, they were going to fight a losing battle on a battle that may not send them home.
Apparently, somebody thinks we're out of touch on Facebook.
It's okay.
Okay,
It wouldn't be the first time.
Fix that Facebook feed a little bit. Sure, move to your left a little bit.
How's that?
Yeah, a lot better.
So again, back to the DC stuff, and I'll say this too: political violence, like we said, is never okay. And by the way, that goes for whatever jackass it was that decided to come in there and cut our tires, because our tires did get cut, and they celebrated it like it was some sort of victory, and like, congratulations, you caused $200 worth of damage. Like, I'm so sad. I mean, and I know they're watching the live stream right now. Whatever, it is exactly what it is. And there's really not much more I want to say about this. But the fact that they're trying to make the phrase "Make America Great Again," and they're trying to tie that to what's called, they're calling domestic terrorist activity, is disgusting. It's disgusting.
The fact that they're trying to lump us in with people like Eric Rudolph and Timothy McVeigh is
disgusting.
It's disgusting. And you know what? It's all political ploy. For years it was racist.
Now we're terrorists. We went from racist to fascist to Nazis, which, by the way, I don't know how you go from fascists to the extreme right, Nazis to the extreme left. Yeah. So that's weird that we must have changed all of our ideologies, even though I don't think that happened. And so racist to fascist. Oh, wait, so Bongino just says this perfectly. Anything with an ist or a phobe, that's what we are. So we're either a fascist, we're a Nazi. We're a homophobe. We're misogynist. We are so Bongino calls us istophobic phobophobes, because that's what we are. Any type of label that can make us look bad, that's what they do. So we've heard it all now. Now they're calling us domestic terrorists, which is ridiculous. Okay, again, we're walking around saying "Make America Great Again," and they're calling us domestic terrorists. Well, I don't understand the ideology and the rationale, but there is no rationale. Okay, it's irrational to come to these conclusions about what we are and who we are. Twitter, and there are people, in the various platforms that want to say that our group in general, the Long Island Loud majority, has been engaging in these domestic terrorist activities. And I want to say from the very beginning that that's not what we've ever done. When we raised massive donations of food for the homeless, which is more work for those communities than the left has ever done. Oh, the light went out. The lights went out. Okay. That's not something that I don't think ever would be done by quote unquote domestic terrorists. When you talk about all of the charity that this group has taken part of, and participated in, then you're now going to label this group a domestic terror group? So you're telling us you want me to stop doing what we did for the community? To stop? You want us to, your rallies were useless and it's just a game. You want us to stop organizing? They're like, well, why don't you just jump? Well, the thing is, we do support Trump. And we were coming to supporting Trump.
Trump may be out, but the policies that he put forth are not going anywhere.
Right.
The fact that several years ago when the Republican Party had their version, they knew that it was going to come down to immigration, taxes, and nationalism.
Right.
And the fact of the matter is that they just didn't step up in time. And Trump did. He was the right man at the right time.
And here's where it's not him. He didn't do anything per se. This is who he is, right? And we like him and we identify with him. We kind of relate to him in this way. In that, yes, he's a billionaire, and we're not billionaires, and I get it. So, but he talks like us. He acts like we act. We understand him. He says the things that we've been saying. He calls the Democrats lunatics. He calls them crazy. He does all the stuff that's been on our mind for so long. The issue, it's not an issue that I have. It's not an issue that Kevin has, but it's an issue that politics as a system has. And when I say a disruptor, I don't say just a bull in a china shop. He's like 10 bulls in a china shop. Too much for the system to handle.
I think a lot of people came out because they said it's too much.
Right?
It's too much. And you know what? They're not totally wrong.
So when you look at Trump, right? Now you have to think 2024. What do we want to see? Do we want to see him run again? And I'm going to tell you something. I think he's more powerful and more influential in the political arena if he doesn't run. And let me explain to you why I say this. Dan Bongino ran for Congress. Dan Bongino ran for Senate. Dan Bongino lost both races. But Dan Bongino has said it on multiple occasions on his podcast and maybe even on Fox News appearances that he is, it's like Obi-Wan. If you strike me down, I shall become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. He lost those elections. And now he has a bigger following than he ever would have had if he was serving as a member of Congress. Millions of people listen to his show.
The fact of the matter is the Trump family is going to do the right thing by the American people. You think they're 95 million people? They look at this, and you know what? They're this. You think they're not going to start Trump TV or Trump social media or any of those sorts of things?
And think about who he was the president of the United States for 4 years. He knows he knows a lot of information about a lot of people and a lot of countries, and you can still put a 2024 who will accomplish the goals of the Trump agenda, and that's okay. A guy like Matt Gaetz, a guy like Ron DeSantis, a woman like maybe Kristi Noem, a Daniel Cameron, a Ted Cruz. I would love to see Ted Cruz.
Honestly, I'm going to go out on a limb here. And it's going to piss a lot of people off. I wouldn't even mind.
You know what? She's at least a Democrat who hasn't lost her mind.
Yeah. I mean, maybe she's going to spend the next 2 years figuring out what's what.
You know, look at
she also happens to be incredibly good looking.
But
I do love Hawaii.
Vernon, aloha.
Aloha.
Vernon Jones also, by the way. It's weird.
Trumpism isn't going anywhere because Trump is out.
Yeah, right. That's the thing. People are like, well, what are we going to do? Trump's gone. He's not gone. Oh,
first off, Donald Trump's going to outlive every one of us.
Yeah, he's like Ozzy.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's still alive.
Like, if Keith is 180 years old, I think Donald Trump...
Joe Biden said he was in the Senate 180 years ago, too.
Yeah. Joe Biden, 100% of the Civil War veteran vote.
Yeah, because you know what it is? That guy who fought in Gettysburg was like, I've seen this.
I've seen this before. I know what's going on.
He's like, my man Lincoln.
I'm custard, but I'm definitely voting for Joe Biden.
Goodness. Irregularities. And I would love to see over the next couple of years.
And if anyone on this eyes, let me know so I can vote for you.
Right. Over the next 2 years, I think what you're going to see is complete madness in terms of the policies and the politics in Washington, D.C. And over the next 2 years are going to be important 2 years in history of the country. Because there's going to be people like us who liberty-loving, freedom-loving, Constitution-loving Americans elected to represent us again, rather than sending in the Joe Schmoes of the world who take advantage of the Republican Party, who take the Republican voter, and then go into Washington and get rich for 5, 6, 7, and then decide to hang it up, and that's the end of that, or possibly longer. Like Biden's been in politics for 47 years and hasn't done a damn thing.
And look, we know Long Island politics. We know it very well. If you're watching, if you're one of the new people who to us from New York, let us know about your people upstate. Because I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to pretend Chester or Buffalo.
I don't know anything
or all I know about Cortland is going to Cortica every year.
Right.
So let us
Talk about a riot.
Talk about a riot. Going on kegs and eggs in Albany.
Flipping cars.
Or so I'm told. What's going on up there with your elected representatives in the Senate and the Assembly? Because frankly, we can more in Albany than we'll ever be able to do in D.C.
Just picture this. All right, let's picture this.
And it's not unheard of. 20 years, the city and the state were run by Republicans.
Republican mayor.
Pataki and Giuliani. It's not impossible.
Just watch it step by step. Watch how easy this is going to be step by step. Easier said than done, but watch it step by step. You let us know what's going on upstate. You got either a Republican representative or maybe a Democrat representative you let us know. Hey, we got a guy. We want to run for a position. We do rallies for that guy, right? We got another guy. We got another gal who wants to do something. Or we got to do rallies for that candidate. The next thing you know, you start seeing Republican candidates starting to gain in Democrat strongholds in the state, or Constitution, liberty-loving Americans primarying out rhinos across the state, and all of a sudden, you have a bunch of MAGA type Republicans in different districts across the state. They're reaching different people, and there's rallies and there's support. They're getting elected to the state assembly, state senate. Now we're getting to the national, taking congresswomen out. We make sure Elise Stefanik doesn't go anywhere. Make sure Lee Zeldin doesn't go anywhere. Make sure people like her.
I like Elise Stefanik a lot.
She's unbelievable. We make
and
sure
she's from basically Canada,
right?
At this point,
right? We make sure that people like Garbarino, who, listen, disappointed in him, and unless he changes his actions, we're going to have a very different conversation about him in 2022.
We're going to have a different conversation about it in 2021,
right?
When it's primary season.
Right? You know, and when we talk about that, because that was a disappointment. He didn't show up, but he didn't show up when it comes to fighting for Trump.
He showed up to nothing.
Listen, our people, Long Island loud majority. If we turn, and I'm not saying, listen, look, I'm not trying to be the guy who's holding votes hostage or anything like that, but I'm just going to say, folks that came to our rallies, whether it was Montauk, whether it was Eisenhower, Belmore every Thursday, whether it was Opeg or Halloween in West Babylon, whatever, right? If the folks that came decided they weren't voting for Andrew Garbarino in the 2020 election, he would have lost.
It's over.
Would have lost in a land thought was going to stand up for them. That's how representation works. Or that hasn't been the case, because I know our people on Long Island wanted to see him stand up and object, and he didn't. And that's a problem. And you know what? If people want to criticize, well, you know, he's just in office. You know, guess what? This is the way government is supposed to work. We have means of getting in touch with our representatives all the time. And watches these streams, and I know that they're in touch with our group, and everyone knows who we are at this point. We're disappointed in Andrew Garbarino. He's not representing us.
He didn't even try.
Okay? It's really, really disgusting to see. Very disappointed.
He really didn't even try. And frankly, if anybody's watching this and they slip his native land,
right?
You know, the
shape up. Yeah, ship up. Right the ship.
I screw that up all the time.
It's okay.
The fact is, he's got a year, and we're going to watch every single vote. We're going to watch every single vote. And the fact is, there's 50,000 people, and this is very personal to us, mostly because, not others,
right,
but because he's our congressman.
Right. Kevin's from London, or some from West Babylon. Andrew Garbarino represents us.
And we're right in the middle of his district. And the fact of the matter is, we're watching it. And the fact is, we're going to open up chapters all North Jersey and the city, lower New York. And we're going to make our way into upstate New York. And we're going to watch those people just as hard as we're watching Andrew Garbarino.
Right. I mean, it's easier for us to watch our guys.
We knew what Peter King was going to give us.
Right.
I mean, he's as old as Methuselah. We knew what he was going to give us, but guys like Garbarino have a chance to make a fresh start, to change the perception. The fact of the matter is, Suffolk County is a red county.
Very red, by the way.
Very red.
It's extremely red. You saw, I mean, listen, you don't put 10,000 cars to Montauk, 15,000 to Eisenhower. Yeah.
All right. Just so you guys know, if you're on Instagram right now, head on over to the Facebook. We only got an hour on Instagram, so we got to cut this off.
For an hour?
I think we're pretty close.
Holy cow.
Okay, so if you're on the Instagram, go to the YouTube. Sean's going to give you the address to that one.
YouTube.com/Long Island Loud Majority. Very easy. Well, YouTube.com/Long Island Loud Majority. Facebook.com. It's LILM 2.0. Bottom line is, look, 15,000 to Eisenhower is impressive because it's central. We knew that was going to be our biggest rally. But when you think about it, 10,000 cars going to Montauk.
Sean, how do I end this?
End of Long Island. There should be an X on the top left corner.
All right, everybody, we're leaving the Instagram.
Like I know all the information.
And now. Share to IGTV.
Yes. And then just put fire as the title. Let me see what you got going on.
I got it.
Okay, cool. I just clapped my hand. Made noise at the same time. That's because we're on the same thing. Let there be light and let there be heat. Oh. Right, so the bottom line is we're going rhino hunting politically. We're not doing anything physically. Okay? Just want to make that perfectly clear. We don't ever. We know that it's and as far as DC goes, if you went in that building,
you knew what you were doing.
You shouldn't have done it. I'm not okay with it. And if there is proof, document that you were in there, you're in trouble. Okay, so these protests that are getting scheduled across the country, don't go to them. As far as our stuff, I know we're the loud majority. We say stay loud. There's different ways to stay loud besides being out at a rally. The temperature is too hot right now for us to sit there and, and continue to do these demonstrations and these rallies. That doesn't mean we're stopping indefinitely. Give it a couple weeks. Okay? Joe Biden wants to enact 100 days of masks when he first gets sworn in. I think a lot of majority may have something to say about that. Think something about that. Second thing, and I want to tell everybody, they're tough communicating right now. Facebook's not helping. Twitter's not helping. Instagram's not helping. YouTube's not helping. It's tough to communicate. We don't have a platform. We don't have an environment like Facebook that's willing to accept us. It's gone. Parler's coming back. But in terms of a platform, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube. If you haven't caught on to us yet. Share it.
Like the video. That's why, honestly, right now with Facebook and YouTube's algorithm, if you guys just share this video out, it will be able to beat the algorithm.
Correct. Just share it and like it. MeWe.com. Holy moly.
Sean put the wood on wrong, so now he's burning his face.
I'm burning my face. I'm also burning my feet, which I'd be happy to burn right off. Okay? MeWe.com/join/LIL. Beat the system. MeWe.com/join.
He's over there, everybody.
/LILM. Now I'm coming over to Facebook. MeWe.com/join/LILM. Important. Great platform. There's a feature in there where everybody can chat in the same group chat. It's amazing. Okay? MeWe.com/join/LILM. And then in terms of something else, I'm going to tell you to install something here. So back after this.
Once again, everybody, we got new stuff. Majority.com. You guys want to get the hoodies? You want to get the t-shirts? We got the new flag in. Half of the flags have a little special to them. The "My Governor is an Idiot" flag. Half of the flags have a little surprise on them. Half we're putting those out later tonight. If you guys want to check out the website. Once again, it's officialloudmajority.com. Check where your stuff. We just put up car magnets. Got as a gift from someone. It was an incredible. They actually cover your license plate, and apparently, from what I'm told, They help you beat the tolls on all the bridges. I'm not gonna say they do. I heard from people that if you zip tie them over your license plate as you're going over the Throgs Neck or the Verrazano, or the Andrew Cuomo, or the Mario Cuomo bridge. What kind of an asshole names a bridge after his own father? That's shit that like medieval jesters did to try to win their father's support. Dickhead. No, everyone knew what I meant. Sean's peeing. In case you were curious. In case you were curious.
All right, so ready? I got an idea for you guys. So this is going to take a team effort to make this. What did I do with my thing? Must have over. We're off to see the Wizard of Oz. Upgrade my wizard to level 8.
We're at his own house, and he still pees in the backyard.
Here's what it is.
I tell you who wouldn't do that. Bradley Cooper.
What? Bradley, listen, you want to talk about Bradley Cooper? You don't want to get these involved. All right, that's it. We're going to get them involved. All right, folks, this poll, and I'm not even going to influence this poll. The raspberry flavor is so good. I'm going to say
Raspberry White Claw.
Jerk. I need you to say either yes or no to this question. Do you think that I resemble Bradley Cooper? Bradley Cooper, yes or no? Come all the yeses.
Aren't you going to wait for the answer?
No. They're going to come right in. I look like Bradley Cooper.
How the hell are you going to tell from here? There are no.
Because 3 letters, I can see everything. Look, it says yes, absolutely. Look. Wow, the echo. Yes. Tracy B. Yes. Daniel Wilson. Yes. Allison. Yes. Barbara. Yes. Chrissy. Yes. Mary. Keep on coming. Yes. Laura Bell.
There's got to be some person on all of these. Oh, Oh, wait. Somebody.
Do you know what that's called?
Yo, Mike Tierney is my new favorite
Mike
person.
Tierney?
No, there's no R there.
Oh, okay. I said yes, even hotter.
You.
Yeah. What's up? Yo,
Come on.
This.
Someone here who likes me, say no, just so Elizabeth says, you're better.
Yeah.
Somebody say no, just so
there's
I don't
not
have to,
a single person on
just
the
so
YouTube.
I don't have to kill myself.
By the way, not a single person. No, and that is not voter fraud. That's not fraud.
You know what's really?
Look at all this. No fraud here.
Someone asked with yeah, I can't answer that question. Lisa Ski. No, Jeannie McCaffrey. No, you guys are getting blocked. Diane Campbell, several O's.
She said, Auntie M says, I have no Auntie M. Oh, D-Dog.
Hell in the hell no.
Oh, they got a couple of no's.
Of course, Nick Smith. Nope.
They're saying I'm glitching bad on YouTube. Well, I got a 10 out of 10 network connection, so I don't know what you're talking about. What? Yeah. All right, listen. So thank you to all you who said that I like Bradley Cooper. I appreciate it.
I don't.
We had an overwhelming response. Yes, that's enough to win this election. Anyway, our first live stream in a week, our first since DC, which took an unprecedented and but know that that's not who we are. Know that we were not in that building. It was never our intention to do that, and we never went in there. Our intention was to attend a, and that is exactly what we did. And we are here. We're not going anywhere. I need you guys to do me a Facebook and on YouTube. I need you to download an app. It's called PodBAN. All right, we're going to be able to go live there, audio only, It'll be like secret radio transmissions out of the bunker. It's the last thing we got until carrier pigeons, okay? Which I just heard. Conservatives, they're passing legislation in the House of Representatives. Wow, that's the best Trump I've done in a while. We're passing legislation in the House of Representatives. Conservatives, anybody who owns a Make America Great Again hat, from owning any animals of the avian nature, or as I call them, birds. They're making sure that we can't communicate. Even if Game of Thrones, they said it's coming, we're going to send a raven. You're not going to be able to do it. And so what we're doing is just like Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, we're going to send fire, okay? I mean, listen, that was just like, oh, I wasn't prepared.
Oh, for Christ's sake. All right.
Podbean, download it because we can do live audio. It's like radio. If you get the Podbean app and we go live, you can call right in. We also have other things that are coming, okay, in terms of real potential FM. Say nothing.
Big news.
Works.
If I were you, I would learn how your alarm clock works. Maybe tune into 103.9 FM.
Hey, listen to 103.9 LI News. They're good guys.
Tune in Tuesdays.
Rob Cornicelli, baby.
Rob
Captain
Cornicelli,
C.
Captain C. He's a great friend of ours. He's a great
big
friend
of ours. And a real conservative.
Real conservative. He's a veteran. He's a rock.
Yeah. So listen to Rob's show. When is it on?
And he's one handsome man.
He's a handsome. He's a handsome devil.
The man doesn't age.
Yeah.
He's like the male Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah, he just keeps on trucking. When is he on? Tuesdays at what? Tuesdays at 4. So today's show was on at 4. I'm sure there's a way to listen to it post-mortem.
Yeah, if you go to longislandnote.com and then go to schedule, it'll say In the Ring with Captain C. And Rob show. Rob's a hell of a guy.
Yeah. We'll do it next Tuesday. And we'll remind you, keep a look at it on 103.9. Please download the podcast. All your information is going to be given to you mostly through the MeWe platform. I'll be sporadically posting on Facebook, but the reason why we don't want to lose MeWe, MeWe.com/join/LILM, or you can find my profile, Sean Farris, you can find it. We have links on there.
For any events we're going to do will be on the Instagram. I believe the next one we'll be doing, will be the March for Life in DC. I go every year, regardless of group or anything like that. Mm-hmm. I've been going for the last couple of years. It's a great cause to protect the most vulnerable in our
absolutely
in our nation. You know, nobody stands up for the unborn.
And guys, as far as the inauguration goes in Long Island, let's just let it happen. Okay. Look, the biggest thing, it's not stigma. It's what it does to the movement. All that is secondary when you're talking about personal safety.
Yes.
The amount of people that I've met who have children, husbands and wives, grandparents, whatever it is, sisters, daughters, brothers, whatever it is. We want you all to be safe. That's the biggest thing.
Going to the inauguration,
or even
serves no purpose.
Right, or even meeting at Belmore for the inauguration. It's not going to do anything.
Take the 20th, be with your family.
Tell your family you love them. Start stocking up. Start preparing. Right? I'm not talking about, stock up for this. I'm saying there is no point in doing anything here on the inauguration. Right? There's no point. And I read a lot of philosophy with the Stoics. Marcus Aurelius says no pointless actions. And rallying here or even in DC for the inauguration would be a massive pointless action. There is no purpose. There is nothing that it can achieve. Each other that we're here. So inauguration, that night, we'll do a live stream. We'll do something that can't be looked at as domestic terrorist activity.
The fact of the matter is, people are out there.
We'll do something that keep you safe.
People are out there waiting for us to do something for the inauguration. Bad people.
Mm-hmm.
People that wish to cause Sean, myself, Heather,
and anybody else. Maybe they can't get to us.
They will get to you to get to us.
Not what I want to see.
I don't. We don't want that at all.
Ever. So, as far as the inaugural, look, we're going to be here. We're going to be a voice for you guys. We're going to be able to communicate, guys. We're going to be able to hold lives. We're going to be able to, and in the future, make it more interactive. Because I want to hear from you.
Right now, we are putting this together. Bare bones budget.
I've got a folding table. Look, this right here that I'm in front of is the YouTube. It's a computer with this that's lighting us, okay? And then for you guys on Facebook, you rebels, it's being held up by a very rickety stand and another one of these, okay? That's keeping the lighting. There you go. Okay? So
I can't hit that camera.
we're trying. We're trying. We're succeeding. We'll continue to succeed, but we got to be smart. All right.
All right, everybody.
Catch you next time.
Like we said, go to officialloudmajority.com. We got the new flags in. Look, 2021 is going to be about de Blasio, replacing him in the city. 2022 is going to be about dethroning King.
What did you say? Ending the Cuomo dynasty.
Ending
Fox and Friends.
Our job is to end the Cuomo dynasty in New York.
That's what's going to happen.
That's our next goal. And with ending the Cuomo dynasty, helps us with the 2022 midterms.
Well, 22 midterms and the 24 general.
That's
because you're
it.
dealing with a Republican candidate. You can show the world that a Republican candidate. Oh boy. And you can show the world that a Republican candidate. Oh, hit in the eyes. You can show the world that a Republican candidate can win a statewide New York. Then we'll never lose a presidential election again. I said it. If we could lay the groundwork, if we can show the world the blueprint that I went on. If you could show the world the blueprint that or lay the groundwork or show the formula, recipe for Republican victories in the state of New York. All we have to do is then multiply that. All we have to do is replicate that on, again, a statewide 2024. And we will take back the White House, the Senate, the House of Representatives.
22 is going to be a huge year for the House.
It's going to be.
Everyone knows in the first.
They can't cheat across all 50 states.
No,
that's the problem.
It's also the fact that every midterm, after a president wins, they lose the House.
Divided Congress.
That's just how they go. So the fact of the matter is, 22 is going to be a big year. We are in this for the long haul. We're not going anywhere.
Be there with us.
This is our island, and I know every day it feels like a Billy Joel song where he says, "There ain't no island left for islanders like me."
Right, yo.
But we're gonna make sure.
This island is meant for islanders like you. And let's go Islanders on the 14th. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go Rangers.
Let's go Islanders.
Stay loud, everybody.
Stay loud.